All right, good. There we go. Do not do these three things in business. Do not do these three things in business. I wonder if anyone knows what they are. Do you have any idea what the first one is? If you had to guess, what would be the first one? What would be the first one if you had to guess? All right. The first thing not to do in business is what? What do you think, Jess? It's okay. It's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. It got to be a different answer. Not skipping. Not skipping out on tax. No, you cannot avoid taxes. No, you cannot avoid that. Hey, Taka. How are you? Doing good. Your hair looks nice. In a webinar. Okay. I'm in a webinar so people can hear you. Do you want to hop in with me on the webinar? No, you look great. You look fabulous. I can send you the link. You have on my shirt. Yes, you do have on my shirt. It looks nice on you. Hop in. I'll send you the link. You look fantastic. All right, I got to go, but I'll get you back in a few minutes. All right. All right. Not skipping out on tax. No, you cannot skip out on taxes. That's not what I was going to say, Jess, but no. But that's not what I was going to say, but you are correct. No, like you cannot avoid those things ever. What you can do is minimize your deductions honestly and legally. That you can do. If you have skills, do it yourself or get a taxpayer. See, I thought that CPAs were like really great at what they do now, but like a hardcore tax preparer, like they know a lot of stuff too. It's just about how hardcore they are. That's what it's about. It's about how hardcore are they. So my thing here's what I was going to point out. One of the three things not to do in business is this. Don't ask for referrals before you make sure that the client is happy with the service that you provided. So do not ask for, don't beg for the sale. Good one, Justin. I have a twist on that though. Do not ask for referrals before you make sure the client was happy with what you provided them. What does that mean? That means they contact you about a service, they sign up for your service, and they're automatically saying, well, do you have any friends who want to sign up? Do you anybody who can refer me? Or we have an affiliate program, we have a referral program where you get a percentage back. I'm like, why not make sure that I'm happy first? Michelle, good one, Michelle. Don't start without a marketing budget. Very good one. Make sure the person who hired you is happy. Then you can go on and ask for referrals. And they're probably going to give them to you anyway. But please don't skip the steps. Here's what that shows. It shows I don't care about you that much. I care about who's coming up next. So here's something else that I learned, and I'm glad I learned this. And my main man, where's my main man, Dr. Boyce Watkins? Boyce, you in here? My main man, Dr. Boyce Watkins, said this. He said a whole lot of real shit, but this is one of the realest things he ever said to me. He was like, if you over deliver, you will win in business. And when you ask for something before you make sure that the client or customer who paid you is happy first, what you're doing is you're just minimizing it. You're skipping over to the next person or thing before you have even made sure that they're happy. Is that if you over deliver, you will win. So as you guys probably know, I have multiple courses, right? I can show you. I have multiple courses. I got a bunch. So one of the best compliments and best feelings that I've had is I've had about maybe 20 to 30% of my students, no, maybe even 30 to 40% of my students take 2 to 4 of my courses. What does that tell you? And this isn't an ego thing, so pardon me if it comes off that way. I'm using it as a teaching moment. So here's where you can find them here. Oops. Here's where you can find them. Here's where you can find them. All right, so we go down here. All right, we got a bunch of them right here, right? 5 schools. 5 schools. 5 schools. So multiple students took multiple courses. Multiple students took multiple courses. It's a great compliment, and it shows that I'm doing something right. He might have got one from that guy, Dame. So what that showed me is this: 1, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something that I'm really good at. And 2, if you treat people right, if you give an excellent product, you don't always need to go after new clients. Sometimes you just have to make the ones happy who you already have. Sometimes you just have to make the ones happy who you already have. Who follows me on that one? Sometimes we're so focused on the new clients, the next thing, who's coming up next. Meanwhile, we're neglecting the people there who already have their wallets open, who already have their credit cards ready to buy, and who have bought from us. All we need to do is just keep on delivering to them, keep on doing what we've done to them, and make them happy. So neglecting the clients we already have and the customers we already have, with the idea of going after new clients, it's a mistake. You got to find a way to do both, and it's tough, but that's what assistants and managers and consultants and coaches are for. Because most entrepreneurs do more than one thing, have more than one product, right? Most have more than one product, more than one thing. So if you know that you have more things coming out, peace leadership. Oh man, Javion Joe. Yo, Javion, post a link for your book, please, leader. Javion, he's a perfect example. Perfect example. He has a clothing company, and now he has a book. He sells great clothing, great business, great marketing, great campaign. He even has like little cards in the package when he sells the shirts. I was a frequent buyer. He gave me an extra shirt because I was a frequent buyer. He looked out for Brother Dre. Now he has a book coming out. I bought his book. Why? Because he delivered a great product, and he's nice and he's cool. Also, don't discount being nice and cool. The human element, being nice. See, automation is cool, but be careful about automating everything, which is why I do these videos. Because so I can stay in touch, so I can let people know I'm not taking them for granted, because I can't answer everything. I can't do everything. Automation is something that I wholeheartedly believe in, but there has to be some kind of human element there. So if I'm popping on a webinar 2-3 times a week, it gives the human touch so people don't feel neglected. You want to make it personal. Who's with me? Who's with me on this one? See, Javion, clothing line, great product, didn't skimp on anything, great guy, cool, took care of his frequent buyers. He's coming out with a book. Cool. I bought the book without hesitation. I was actually looking for the link to buy the book. I was like, man, what's it going to be out? I was looking for it, and now it's out. Bought a book. So because he nailed one thing down, he now has people coming to him whenever he drops something. So taking care of the people who you have currently without forsaking going after the new ones. Taking care of who you have there already without neglecting going after new ones. Ooh. Yeah, cool, King. Let's do it. Let's do it. So don't ask for referrals too early, and don't forget about the clients you already have, because you probably will have more than one client. You probably will be having. I'm sorry. You probably will have more than one product or service. He's gonna have more books. He's gonna have more clothes line. I mean, he's young. He's not even. He might just be 30. How old is Javion? Are you 29, 28? He's still young. So he's still gonna do more things. Looking out for who's already there, because is it better to have 100? See, here's the thing: people say, "Oh, I have so many followers." Be careful with that bullshit, because you got 100,000 people who like what you do, or you can have 10,000 who rock with your ass hardcore, and 6,000 of them are clients and customers and buy your products. So I'm after the genuineness, the less people, more impact than the whole bunch of people thing. If I can't do the whole bunch of people thing without having the impact, then I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. You got to know. You got to know. You got to know. More people isn't always good. If you can't serve them, it's not always good. If you can't serve them, it's not always good. All right. People keep calling. Okay. Peace, Gwendolyn. Stop charging long-term clients the same price as new ones. Yes, I'm a hard. Oh, hell yeah. Stop charging long-term clients the same price as new ones. I'm a hardcore believer in that. Especially for my business model, is because I do a lot of online teaching and webinars and seminars. If you're a student who's taken at least 2 or 3 classes, I give you the alumni a promo. I give the alumni a promo link and a promo. I hate the word discount. It just rubs me the wrong way. I give them a promo offer. If you're an alumni, I give them a promo offer. Yes. Stupid ass phone. Yes. I do believe that. I mean, because if you've already shelled out $300, I can make your next one 40 or 50% off. Yeah. Oh yeah. A hardcore believer in looking out for the people who have consistently looked out for you, to show them that they're appreciated. What about you, Just? What do you think about that? A good question, by the way. All right. So we have, don't forget about the clients you already have, that, like gratitude. That's what it gets back to, right, guys? It's gratitude. It's just showing gratitude for the people who are already there, and not jumping on the people who aren't there yet. Which you do have to go after them, but not forsaking who's already there. Not forsaking who's already there. It's like in the dating scene. Oh yeah, you got this great man. He does all these great things, but maybe you lost a little weight. Maybe you got a new job. You're feeling yourself. You're like, yeah, he'll always be there when, he might not be. He might say, like, you forgot about me. Like, I could lose weight and get a haircut too, sister. So do not forget about the people who are already there. Sharita. Good morning. Hey, Sharita, how's it going? I like to send long-term client surprises for sure. Yeah, he does. JBI does, which is why he dropped the book instantly. Okay, cool. Bam. I was looking for it. And again, like, don't discount being a cool person either, and being nice to people. It goes a long way. So these old-fashioned tips that in this new age, man, don't forget about them. Please don't forget about them. So that it was 2 things. Don't ask for referrals before you make sure the client was happy. Don't forget about your current customer and client base. They can rock with you for years as long as you keep delivering. What was the 3rd thing? Maybe we'll just leave it at 2. For now. maybe we'll just leave it there. But because those are two very important things. Those are two extremely important things. Unless you guys have one that you want to put out there, or third could be this. This is what Justin said. Justin said, "Stupid phone." Justin said, giving consistent customers a client a price break, taking care of your consistent customers. In my case, it would be students, a price break. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's the third one. That's huge. Look after for the people who are already there. Taking care of who's already there in front of you. Huge. When looking for partnerships or investors, what should I look for? This is a whole other one, and I don't want to skimp over this because this is so important. So here's the kind of person that you should avoid, Justin. Someone who doesn't hold themselves accountable and someone who doesn't allow you to hold them accountable. Now, overtime business owners, we don't like being talked down to. There's a certain way you got to talk. I know I'm very touchy about that. That's actually why I don't have a job, because I don't like being talked down to. But I'm approachable and I'm correctable. I just don't like being yelled at. So if you can't confront somebody and say, like, we missed this deadline, like, you dropped the ball here. If you can't say those kind of words to them, then you don't want to work with them. So that's a no-no. If some people are so ego-driven and so like they have to be right. If that's their thing, then you don't want to work with them. If they would rather have it their way than have it the best way for the company, for the customer, and for the fucking dollar, and for the bag, then you don't want them. Tell me if that makes sense to you, Justin, or I can break it down again. Don't want to end up like shea moisture, looking very bad. Yeah, that thing is just weird. That thing is just weird. Like, they forgot about their base. And I spoke to some sisters, and they said, like, it's not just about them having white people in the commercial. It was about the lack of black people and the message. So they forgot about their base. They went after the big dollars, and they forgot about their base. When the base is who brought them there. And your base who will stick with you when things get rough. Partnerships. Also, are they transparent with money? So I have partners and they have access to my accounts. So there's nothing hidden. So they see the transactions. They can go through it. They can make sure they're paid correctly. It's not just them taking my word. Like, don't take, if someone doesn't want to sign a contract, then don't work with them. If they don't want to have it on paper, then don't work with them. Like, if there's any hesitation with that at all, then don't do it. Like, any at all, don't do it. And is it full disclosure financially? So my partner, they can go in, do their audit, check over my numbers. Like, don't just trust mine. Like, go over yours. Hold on 1 second. Andre Hatchett. Good. We are a mobile notary service. Yes, sir. Well, we're a traveling service and we're 24/7. So we travel to our clients 24/7. Yeah, we go there. Yeah, exactly. 150. No problem. Sorry, guys. So full disclosure is I haven't been married, but like, it's like a marriage. Maybe even more intense than a marriage. Maybe even more disclosure than a marriage. Maybe even more disclosure for a marriage. So accountability, and you have to be able to be held accountable too, Justin. You have to be someone who people want to work with. Is your personality a personality who people want to work with? Be likable. Be approachable. Don't get in this I'm my own man or I'm my own woman bullshit and alpha this, alpha that, and you want to yell at people and be a dickhead. Like, don't do that stuff. Don't do that stuff. It kills your reputation. Once you have a reputation for people, once you have a reputation as someone who's likable, who's approachable. Oh, and this one. Do you have a reputation of somebody who finishes what they start? It's hard to get perfect at this, but if you can follow through on your commitments, your reputation will go leaps and bounds. If you are known as somebody who follows through on their commitments, your reputation will go leaps and bounds. It will do the work for you, which is why interning is so important, and which is why people shouldn't worry about their age when interning, or is the mentor younger than them or older than, like, if you can get in with somebody if you can get in with somebody and prove your worth to them and prove that you are a go-getter, someone who can make a change in your life, it go leaps and it can go leaps and bounds. But here's the thing about people is very few want to put in the groundwork, and very few are willing to do free work in order to advance. The very few ego, and thinking that we are further advanced than we really are. I intern now to this day. We just saw my website earlier. I mean, I got what, 4 or 5 schools. Other companies, I guess I had a call for the mobile notary company, which didn't go through, but that's fine. Had one yesterday, the day before, and I still intern. So when people think that they have arrived and they can intern, like, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Be likable, be approachable, be known as someone who's willing to just do the damn thing, and your reputation will spread. It will. Your reputation will do the work for you. Handling business live and direct. I mean, shit. Like, it is. You got to get it while we here. Just do what you say you're gonna do. If you can do that, it will go leaps and bounds. What's up, Queen Hill? Leaps and bounds. It will do the work for you. I got it, Jet. 150, and it hangs up on the phone. Yeah, you guys are funny. So you guys have a great day. Take from this what you will. These are still things that are always a work. Oh, here's something else. These things are generally always a work in progress. Don't look to get perfect at them overnight. Just try to hold yourself accountable for one. A lot of people to hold you accountable if you do mess up on your deadlines and you don't follow through with things too. And just constantly try to get better at it. I'm gonna do a video next week about overcommitting. Overcommitting is the #1 way to just drown everything. Overcommitting and overthinking, it will sink the ship. But you guys have a great day. I think I got everything. Yeah, that's it. Well, we'll wrap soon. Peace out.